What's going on? I hope you're having a great day. Today, I want to break down into how to journal and why we should journal. So to start with why we should journal. Journaling is a practice that really helps with your mindfulness. Overall, it's such a good reference just to use in general if you're like ever stuck on something, ever have something on your mind, have plans, whatever. I think it's just a perfect thing. It's like a good asset to use. I mean, really, you can put anything in a journal, right? It's yours. It's your thoughts. You think about the things you're stressing about. You can kind of analyze the things you're stressing about. You can tell if what you're stressing about is controllable or not. That's a very big thing you can do. Being able to tell if something you're stressing about is controllable or not is very important, because at the end of the day, most of the things we stress about is not within our control, right? Another thing, planning. So this could range from anything. Planning to do something for our business, something just plans in general for the day, general plans for the future, whatever it may be. It's a very good thing to use. I think journaling is really important because it just really helps us keep in touch with ourselves, and nowadays we could really use more of that. I've never had a better sense of mental clarity ever since I've started journaling. This is probably the best mental state I've been in my life, and of course I've been doing the other self-improvement practices, but I think journaling has played a very big role for it, and I'm very grateful for it. Alright, now I'm going to break down to how I journal. So what I do is I have a little section. So first section I have is 3 things. Well, let's ignore the number. Things you're successful, things that you've succeeded in recently. This could be rather big or small. Things you're excited for, things you're grateful for, and then your plan for the day. And then every once in a week, I just have below the plan for the day, I have a big just journal of whatever I want, direction I want to take this business, whatever. Just start with things you're successful with, right? It could be anything. So I said within the last 5 reels, I've not gotten under 2,000 views. That's really good, right? It's something I'm really proud of. And then you would say I'm close to 100 followers on Instagram. I'm close to 30 subscribers on YouTube. My situations, whatever. It's good to write down things you succeeded in recently, or even in the past. It just really helps your self-image. It really tells you that you are a successful person. You are capable of succeeding. It helps you really get those negative thoughts in your mind. Just think about it. When we're in a pressure situation, whether it's in a sport, presentation, whatever, we always think about past experiences where we fucked up, right? In a bad presentation, we kept stuttering and all that. In a sport, we made a decision that led us to lose the game, whatever it may be. When you're in that type of position again, you don't think about a time you succeeded in it. Naturally, you would think about a time that you failed in that type of thing. So reminding yourself of things you're successful about really gets you into that habit of, rather than thinking negative when you're in a pressure situation, you think positive in a pressure situation. Right now I start off with 3, but I'd recommend you just do 1 if you're just starting off with journaling, okay? Then for excitement, I would say also 1. I do 2 right now. Just things you're excited for, right? I have a plan that 3 years from now I'll have a leap year for college. I'll have that many scholars I can, be able to take a leap year, and I'm thinking I could take a trip by myself to Greece. So I put down something. I'm excited for that to come up because I really believe I can pull that off, right? But like I said, it could literally be anything. You could you feel like you did good on a test, you're excited to get that test result back, and you're excited to show your parents, right? It's literally whatever. Just things you're excited for. Again, I just started off with 1 thing. I'm just doing 2 myself because I just started doing this. But I'll have to be going up soon in the future. And next one's a big one. I think it's the most important for journaling. Things you're grateful for, gratitude. I think the sense of gratitude is the most underrated thing right now. People always look for why am I so sad? Why am I not happy? They would go to the money, the physique, cars, houses, relationships, whatever. But gratitude is a big thing on there. Gratitude and mindfulness, which you can both get from journaling. Right, things you're grateful for, obviously, right? I would start off with 2 things from the start. I'm doing 5, but this is something I've been doing ever since I started journaling, so I've progressively got to the point where 5 is a good amount. Now, of course, it's good to be grateful for the general things. You have water, roof over your head, family, but also trying to be a little bit more specific. Think of small things. Of course, it's important to be grateful for those things, but I think generally we are grateful for those types of things. We have the roof over our head, the family, food on the table, water. I get it. It's good to write that down every once in a while. But try to put a challenge on yourself and keep some of the really hard, specific things that you're grateful for. The last one is just planning out your day. It's a tick box type of thing. These little boxes, you gotta take them off when you do them. I just like to generally write it down. So I just have my routines engraved in my mind. I'll make a video on my routine soon. I just say I'm doing my normal routine. I don't even write down my routine, what it is. I just know what it is. I just write down I'm doing my normal routine, and I'm gonna read, then I'm gonna lift, just that form of thing. I'm just focusing on the big things. And the last one is optional, but I do recommend you do it at least once a week. Take a big section on there, just a free write journal. just like a big plan for like not just today but for the future. Solve something you're stressing about, to analyze something you're stressing about. Like I said, figuring out if it's in your control or not. Plans how to, like, up business, up your grades, whatever. Just really anything, like literally anything you can write about in this section. I recommend just do this once a week. If you want to do it every day, you can do it, of course, but don't make a control on yourself. It's best to really make this big section when you really feel like you need to make it. You're really stressed, or you have a good direction you're going, and you want to, write about it. Use it. Use that big section you can write. Take it to your advantage. All right, that's all I really wanted to get into. Make sure when you start journaling, you kind of just start small. All these things I said. 1 or 2 things you're successful for. 1 thing you're excited about. Maybe like 2 or 3 things you're grateful for, and just like a short little plan for the day, right? And then after that, you can start increasingly upping the amount, like I've been doing, and then you can really get the full experience out of journaling. You can use it to the best of your ability. I hope you enjoy this. I'll see you in the next one.